Welcome to Get Your FRQ On. This question is from 2017. It's question 2, and it is calculator active. In the question stem, we have 50 pounds of bananas on a grocery store display table, a function f of t that models how quickly customers remove bananas from the table, and a function g of t that models how quickly bananas are being replaced on the display table. In part A of this question, we are asked how many pounds of bananas have been removed during the first 2 hours. The number of pounds of bananas removed in the first 2 hours is given by the definite integral from 0 to 2 of f of t dt, which is the integral from 0 to 2 of 10 plus 0.8 t times the sine of t cubed over 100 dt. And since this is a calculator active question, we're going to use our calculator to calculate the integral. The integral from 0 to 2 of f of dtt, which is equal to the integral from 0 to 2 of 10 plus 0.8 t times the sine of t cubed over 100 dt, is 20.051. Therefore, 20.051 pounds of bananas were removed from the display table in the store in the first 2 hours. In part B of this question, we are asked to find f prime of 7 and explain the meaning of f prime of 7 in context. So because this is a calculator active question, we can use our calculator. So by plugging this into our calculator, we discover that f prime of 7 is negative 8.120. Now, since f of t represents the rate at which customers remove bananas from the display table, f prime of 7 equals negative 8.120 means that the rate at which customers are removing bananas from the display table is decreasing at a rate of 8.120 bananas per hour when the store has been open for 7 hours. In part C of this question, we are asked if the number of pounds of bananas is increasing or decreasing at t equals 5, and to provide a reason. Whether the number of pounds of bananas on the display table is increasing or decreasing at t equals 5 is going to depend on the rate at which bananas are being removed, that is f of t, and the rate at which they are being replaced, that is g of t. And because this is a calculator active question, we can use our calculator. By using our calculators to calculate f of 5 and g of 5, we see that f of 5 is 13.796 and g of 5 is 11.533. Since f of 5 is greater than g of 5, we know that the rate at which bananas are being removed is greater than the rate at which they are being replaced. Therefore, the number of pounds of bananas on the display table is decreasing at t equals 5. In part D of this question, we are asked how many pounds of bananas are on the display table at t equals 8. The number of pounds of bananas on the display table at t equals 8 is going to be given by the integral 50 plus the definite integral from 3 to 8 of g of t dt minus the integral from 0 to 8 of f of t dt, and then note the bounds for g of t. G of t only applies starting when the store has been open for 3 hours. And this is still a calculator active question, so we're going to use our calculator. By entering this into our calculator, 50 plus the integral from 3 to 8 of g of t dt minus the integral from 0 to 8 of f of t dt is 23.347. And from this result, we conclude that there are 23.347 pounds of bananas on the table at t equals 8 hours. If you want more AP Calculus AB free response question solutions, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on X at GetYourFRQOn.